Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you, too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard that. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin, of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolow's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolow's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a US military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The Army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence.
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal, huh?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
But I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square 0. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area has been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and "Lali Lulelo."
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Ciao a tutti ragazzi e bentornati sul mio canale YouTube, io sono Snake e benvenuti in questo nuovo episodio di Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Come abbiamo potuto capire dal video, nello scorso episodio è successo un casino. Abbiamo salvato Sokolov, si è intromessa anche The Boss, che ha disertato nell'Unione Sovietica e ha permesso a Volgin, il colonnello Volgin, di lanciare un missile nucleare. Ovviamente una testata americana ci fa pensare che siano stati gli americani a lanciarla. Di conseguenza Khrushchev vuole che noi proviamo la nostra innocenza. Per provare la nostra innocenza, ovviamente, dobbiamo uccidere The Boss. Questo sarà lo scopo della nostra missione. Quindi, ovviamente, alla fine dovremo uccidere The Boss. Noi andiamo a controllare subito nel nostro zaino se ci manca qualcosa o se abbiamo tutto. Quindi, allora, quello che ci interessa è il sistema di intercettazione dei movimenti, quindi il sonar lo possiamo togliere anche il sensore anti-uomo e del resto possiamo lasciare tutto. Ok? Come armi questa volta non avremo più la pistola narcotizzante, ma avremo la Colt, praticamente la Colt 1911. La useremo veramente poco, scoprirete anche il perché. Andiamo nella mimetica e ci andiamo a cambiare ovviamente la pittura facciale e l'uniforme, che dovrebbe darci qualcosina in più. No, ok, quindi restiamo così e andiamo con la nostra nuova missione. L'operazione infatti si chiama Operazione Snake Eater. Mangia serpenti. Non è casuale ovviamente, perché appunto l'obiettivo finale del gioco è quello di uccidere The Boss, quindi farla letteralmente fuori. Adesso noi dobbiamo recarci presso la struttura dove abbiamo salvato Sokolov e lì incontreremo il primo agente segreto di nome Adam. Ammazziamo un po' di serpenti perché tanto non la useremo più sta pistola, cioè vi dico, già la troviamo all'inizio ma non la useremo più. Pericolo attualmente di essere scoperti non ce n'è, quindi andiamo tranquilli, anzi direi di equipaggiare il sensore di movimento, tanto non c'è nulla, e andiamo avanti. Allora, in quest'area attualmente non sembra esserci nessuno. Esatto, quindi ok, qui dovremmo essere esattamente nel punto dove precipitammo la prima volta, se non sbaglio. Infatti manca l'albero, che era questo qui. Adesso non dobbiamo più arrampicarci, quindi non ci serve. Ah no, non è esattamente lo stesso punto. Guardate, questo è un serpente nuovo che noi ora cercheremo di abbattere. Ok.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss,
That arm still hurt?
what are you doing here?
Go home. Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later, you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long. If we meet again, I'll kill you. Now, go home.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Ragazzi, quindi ci troviamo nuovamente nella cacca, perché? Perché avendoci distrutto la navicella, adesso arriveranno i soldati e verranno a controllare quello che è successo.
What's this?
Vedete?
HQ? HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
Allora dobbiamo aspettare.
Using extra
Potremmo
caution.
aspettare che finisce la cautela. Oppure provare ad andarcene senza farci notare. Ok, non pensavo che funzionasse. A quanto pare funziona. Quindi, allora, adesso se utilizziamo il sistema di intercettazione movimenti, dovremmo riuscire ad essere abbastanza tranquilli. Qui non c'è nessuno, ok. Dobbiamo stare molto attenti. Esattamente questa qui è l'area dove ci trovavamo all'inizio del gioco. Infatti, se vi ricordate, qui c'erano 3 soldati, 2 sono uscito, eccoli, 2 ero riuscito a sistemarli e l'altro purtroppo no, mi stava scoprendo. Ok, ci dovremmo quasi essere. Dicevo, quindi ci hanno distrutto l'arma, ci hanno distrutto la navicella e ci hanno distrutto anche l'arma. Quindi allo stato attuale non abbiamo modo di difenderci. L'unica soluzione sarebbe quella di fare in modo di non essere scoperti. Ma come facciamo a non essere scoperti? Punto interrogativo. O aspettiamo che questo qui se ne va, che si toglie dalle... No, sono in 2. Allora, un altro modo potrebbe essere usare le granate stordenti. Sono in 3. No, non si può fare. Non si può fare. Purtroppo, se non sbaglio, Snake non fa neanche le prese. Allora, aspettate un attimo. Vediamo nello zaino cosa abbiamo. Niente. Non abbiamo assolutamente niente. Qui mi ero dimenticato di togliere 1, 2. E mi medica niente. Lasciamo. Ah no, la faccia. Medica facciale. Ok, aumenta soltanto il 5%, ma meglio di niente. Quindi. E l'unica cosa che. Aspettiamo che questo viene qui. E lo colpiamo finché non va giù. L'unica cosa è questa, perché se no niente. Se no niente. Perché purtroppo c'è sempre un soldato comunque qui, nonostante la cautela, tutto quello che volete. Quindi l'unica cosa sarebbe riuscire a metterlo KO. Ma come? A calcio e pugni. Dov'è? Che è successo? Eccolo, eccolo. Io non so se lui ci può vedere.
HQ, please respond.
Ok, aspettiamo che lui dia
This is HQ.
l'ok.
Patrol here. The situation is normal.
Understood. Return to your position.
Riprendete posizione. Ok. Ragazzi, sono concentratissimo, Se non si muove non lo vediamo dal... Giù. Stai giù. Stai giù. Stai giù. Ok. Ok, lì non abbiamo nulla, possiamo procedere. Non cascare, Snake, non abbiamo tempo che questo si sveglia subito. Ok, non c'è nessuno, ragazzi. Qui abbiamo bombe fumogene e mimetiche, perfetto, dai, ce la possiamo fare, stavolta mi sento che ce la possiamo fare,
Who's that?
No,
Radio pin on for backup.
stai giù. Stai giù. Ok, l'allerta finisce subito perché ovviamente lui non è riuscito a dare l'allarme, quindi siamo a cavallo, ragazzi, siamo a cavallo. E qui siamo esattamente nella fabbrica dove salvammo nella prima parte del gioco Sokolov, il dottor Sokolov. Ok? La differenza è che adesso avremo sempre i soldati lì, ma non abbiamo armi per difenderci. Quindi l'ideale sarebbe quello di entrare senza farci vedere. C'è qualche movimento? Non sembra. Non sembra ci siano movimenti. Ma io lo so che mi sgamano. Neanche animali ci sono. Ok, lì c'è un animale. Ragazzi, sembra non ci siano soldati. Io mi avvicino comunque con estrema cautela. Odio non avere il radar, non so quante volte l'ho detto. Oh ragazzi, non c'è nessuno qui. A parte me, ovviamente. Qui non c'è nulla. Diamo un'occhiata in giro per vedere se abbiamo... se ci sono armi o qualcosa che ci può servire. Ah, AK-47, perfetto, lo equipaggiamo, anche se non credo che lo utilizzeremo perché come sapete io non sono tanto per le armi automatiche, ma comunque meglio di non avere nulla. Se dovesse servirci almeno abbiamo qualcosa per difenderci. Diamo un'occhiata qui per vedere se c'è qualcosa. Oltre al mio cane che abbaia. Bomba fumogena. Qui non c'è nulla. Se non sbaglio da qualche parte dovrebbe esserci anche la mimetica zombie. Però non mi ricordo dove caspita si trova. Forse si trova qua dietro, nascosta da qualche parte. Qui abbiamo repellente. Non so a che cosa serva, non mi ricordo a cosa serva, però. Pittura zombie. Eccola qui. Ve la faccio vedere subito perché sennò poi ce ne dimentichiamo. Mimetica, faccia, pittura zombie. Guardate che figo. Scusate, lo sposto sempre. E sa un po' di Punisher tipo, no? Ok, va bene. No, a parte gli scherzi, rimettiamo quello che c'era prima. Ok. Adesso possiamo recarci da Adam, l'agente segreto che ci sta aspettando. Sarebbe una specie di spia, no? Una spia americana. Che dovrebbe essere esattamente allo stesso punto dove incontrammo. Qui è dove abbiamo incontrato Sokolov, Dove caspita la troviamo? Lo troviamo, scusatemi. Qui non c'è nulla. No. Armadietti. Cosa c'è negli armadietti? Non si possono aprire? No, evidentemente no. Sono qui soltanto per scena. Ah, ok. Ok, mi ricordavo questo particolare.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me! We're trapped.
Get down! There is your answer. The name's Eva.
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were.
Yes,
Why?
because I can do things he can't.
I heard you used to be a code breaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by. Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
.45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized. Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from. You had this with you, didn't you? Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then?
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear. First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight. Right, let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
You'll never make it in your condition. It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information, nothing more. You look disappointed. All right, then. I'll do something special for you. I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down.
Ci sono i pacchi di Amazon là sotto, hai visto?
What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Gonna get that?
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover naturally from sickness and injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.
What's the matter?
We're surrounded. I see 4 of them.
We've got company. It's the Ocelot unit. Let's get out of here. Hurry. Don't forget your gear. Here, give me a hand. We can use this to get to the basement. Damn it! Ocelot. I'll get past them on my bike. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'll keep them busy. Huh?
Don't go dying on me now.
Ragazzi, quindi adesso io direi di chiudere il gioco e ci vediamo nel prossimo episodio. Io vi ringrazio come sempre per avermi seguito, ci vediamo nel prossimo video, alla prossima, ciao!